So let's get started on our back. We're going to take the cushion and fold it in half like this. And we'll do our first heart opener supported by the cushion. So we'll bring it to the lower part of our shoulder blades. So down into pretty much your upper back. And bring the head down on the ground. Relax the arms alongside the body. And you can choose to have your knees bent or to have your legs straight, entirely up to you. As you arrive, notice if the body is settling into the position or if you need any adjustments. And once you're ready, let the eyes close. Begin to feel the space at the center of your chest. And notice any sensations that come up for you in this moment as you allow the cushion underneath you to support you, front of the chest to expand and open. Today's practice will be dynamic and we'll focus on opening up the front of the body. But for now, let this pose be static. Let the body find a moment of stillness before we take it into all the movement that this practice will offer. Notice the rhythm of your breathing. And see if you can start to consciously slow down. Slowing down the way you're breathing in, but also really letting in go completely as you breathe out, letting go of all of the air as you exhale. And we'll take 5 more breaths like this. With your next exhalation, let the eyes open if they were closed. And using your hands, press up just enough so that you can move the cushion away from underneath you and then come and lay down on your back. And as you return onto your back, now your spine is releasing the back bend. And there might be some residual sensations that you can feel, that you can pay attention to, especially in the region of your upper and middle back and in your chest area. We'll spend another breath in, a complete breath out, and then gently bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side, massaging through your back. And then slide the hands behind your knees, rock yourself all the way up into a seated position, transition onto your hands and onto your knees. And then take a seat onto your heels. Have your toes tucked under, just beginning to open up a little bit into the bottom of the feet. And if this position is just uncomfortable, see if you can go through this discomfort by focusing on your breath. But if it's really truly impossible for you to be here with the toes tucked under like this, you can find a different seated position that works for you. So we'll do a little bit of movement through the upper body, starting to warm up our shoulders, our spine. On the inhale, lift the arms out to the sides and up to the sky. Reach up. Exhale, the hands down at the center of your chest. I'll turn around so that you can see me better, but you can stay as you are. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, down into the center of your chest. One more time, big breath, conscious inhale, conscious exhale. Interlace the fingers round the spine. Drop your chin to the chest, press the palms forwards and away. And take a deep breath into your upper back, in the space between your shoulder blades. On your next inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Palms towards the ceiling, press up, lengthen. Exhale, release all the way down. Roll the shoulders and free them up. We'll stay just another couple of breaths here, so see if you can stay with it, staying with this position in your feet as well, giving your toes a good stretch, the bottom of your feet a good stretch. And then interlace the fingers behind you, open up the chest and send your breastbone forward, the top of your head up, and gently hug your belly button in towards your spine. We'll hold here one more big breath, a long exhale. And then release the arms, roll the shoulders, and then take your hands on the floor, and we'll finally free up our feet. So untuck the toes, give them a little wiggle, maybe tap, and then reset back into your tabletop position. Now from here, inhale, dip your belly down, lift your tailbone, lift your chest, and push with the hands. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, tailbone tucks under. And again, breathing in, arching through the back, chest expands. Breathing out, belly button in, rounding the upper back. And one last one, inhaling. One last one, exhaling. Reset into a neutral spine. And then from here, we're going to stretch the right leg back behind you. You can tuck your left toes under for a little bit more support. And then lift your right foot and look forwards, extend your spine, open up your chest. We're keeping the pelvis level, loads of energy into the lifted leg and glutes. Let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, round the spine, push with the hands into the floor. This time extend, look forwards, reach your left arm in front of you. Reach forwards with your left fingertips, reach back with the ball of your right foot. Pull up through the front of the belly, and then from here, bend your back knee, reach around, and see if you can find the foot. Maybe you just reach for the foot and you don't find it yet, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe you can easily catch the foot, and if you do, you press the foot into the hand and open up the front of your chest, continuing to look forward, continuing to gently lift the belly button into the spine. One last breath here, and then release it, re-straighten the arm and the leg. Take your left hand on the floor, take your right toes on the floor. Turn onto the sole of your right foot, lift your right arm up to the ceiling, and then take your right arm up and overhead into a long side body stretch. With the bottom hand, push the floor away. Lengthen right side ribs, waist, right side hip. Just one more breath here. And then looking down, release the hand, release the knee, tabletop position. From your tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Your first downward facing dog, feel free to add movement to it. Maybe pedaling on the spot, or any other kind of movement that feels right for you. And then from your downward facing dog, if you are still moving, take a moment to settle into stillness. Lift up long through the spine, high through the sitting bones. One more breath here. And from here, drop your knees back down to the mat, tabletop position. Same work, second side. Straighten your left leg back behind you. Pull up the front of the abdomen, the front of your ribs, and lift the left leg so it's parallel to the floor. Send your chest forwards, your gaze forwards. Inhale. Round the spine, knee towards the nose, push the floor away. Exhale. Inhale, extend your left leg back, and then reach your right arm forwards. With your right fingers, reach to the front of your mat. With your left heel, reach back. Pull up belly button, and then reach back. Bending your left knee, maybe you reach for the foot, and you stay actively in this version of the pose, which is actually super good to do. It's a little bit more strengthening, but otherwise you can go catch the foot and then press the foot into the hand, and this is a little bit more opening for the front of the body. Breathing here, 2. Inhaling for 1. And then gently release. Take your right hand on the floor, your left toes on the floor, turn them to the sole of your left foot. Right arm lifts up and overhead, long side body stretch. Full breath here. Complete exhale. Look down at the mat, release the hands, and you're back into tabletop. Now from here, walk back with your hands and with your feet towards the back edge of your mat. Keep your knees directly below your hips and take 2 giant steps forwards with your hands. Now, with your hands, imagine you're doing downward facing dog. So you're spreading your fingers, you're pressing down through the finger pad, and you're keeping your arms and shoulders strong. Now, belly button in, drop your head between the arms, but don't worry about getting your head to the floor. Just like you would in downward dog, you wouldn't really want to get your head on the floor. So you're pressing through the hands, you're staying strong and stable through your shoulders. So you imagine that this is a downward dog with your knees on the mat. Essentially, it's what it is. Belly button stays in, spine elongates, and we breathe for 2. Inhaling for 1. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders, and then from your tabletop position, you might need to shuffle forwards again just so that you are still on the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And in your downward dog, see what your body needs. Does it need a little bit of movement, or does it want to be still? It's your call. We'll be here for another 5 breaths. Wherever you are, make sure you're opening your hands well, and you're grounding down the base of your fingers. You're grounding down through all of the finger pads and the heels of the hands. So you should feel that the weight is well distributed into the entire surface of the hands and not just into your wrists. We'll stay for just one last breath in. Exhale, drop your knees back down to the mat, tabletop position. And then again, walk back. Hands walk back, feet walk back. This time we'll go into puppy pose. So same setup to begin with, but then we're actually allowing a little bit more of a back bend into the spine. So 2 big steps forwards with your hands. Spread your fingers, ground the knuckles. And then this time let your forehead maybe get to the floor. Or maybe you can support your forehead with a block. For those of you who are a little bit more flexible in the spine and want to go there, you might want to bring your chest down to the floor and maybe your chin down to the floor. You're still active, pressing down through the hand, pulling in through the belly button. If there is any pinching sensation in your shoulder, you want to avoid this. So you could come back and do the same half down dog we did earlier. Make sure the shoulders are okay with this. Holding it here, just one more breath. And then gently, gently we come out. Hands walk back, tabletop position. Reset on the mat if you need to. And then from here, lift up, downward facing dog. Now from your downward facing dog, we're going to take a long inhalation, a full exhalation. And then lift your right leg to the sky, 3-leg downward facing dog. Look between the hands, step your right foot forwards, drop your back knee down. Now ground your feet, lift the upper body, low lunge. You're engaging your glutes, especially your left side glutes. You're pulling up the front of your abdomen, you're opening the front of the chest. Take another breath here. Exhale, release the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Holding your down dog, settle. And then lift your left leg up, inhale. Step your left foot forwards, exhale. Ground your feet, lift the upper body, opening up front of chest, lengthening sides of waist. Hands to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. Hold. On your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Now, as you look back at your right foot, your right toes are still pointing towards the floor, and your pelvis is square on the floor. So step your right foot forward, but this time keep your back knee lifted. Come up on fingertips and start to pull up through the belly button. Grounding the feet now, lift the arms, high lunge. For now, arms overhead, left side glutes really strong, low belly pulling in. Take another breath here. And as you exhale, release the hands to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts. Left toes are pointing down, pelvis is square, and lightly we step the left foot forward. Ground down through your feet, lift the upper body, inhale. Hold it. Exhale, hands to the floor. This time step forwards and fold. Release the head, Uttanasana. Take a couple of movements of the head, nodding it yes and no. And then slide the hands up to your shins. Lift and lengthen. Feel the sides of your body getting long. The sides of your waist getting long. Your shoulders are as high as your hips here. You're a little bit higher than maybe you're used to in your Ardha Uttanasana. So this is also an opportunity to strengthen your back body and to counterbalance all the forward folds that we do in our yoga practice. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to standing. Strong legs, strong glutes as we reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Stay for a breath in. A full breath out. On your next inhale, the arms reach up high. Exhale, empty the lungs and fold forwards. Lift your chest and lengthen. Bring the hands to the floor, step your right foot back, right knee down. Now lift the upper body, inhale. Release the hands, interlace behind your back. Open up the front of the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together. At the same time, you're hugging your belly button in. You're lifting up through the top of the head. One more breath here. And then release the hands, reach them up. Hands to the floor, let's add a vinyasa. Step back into plank. Take a breath at the top of your plank. And as you exhale, drop your knees, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Bring your forearms forwards, and we'll set up into Sphinx. So your elbows are a little bit forwards of your shoulders, or directly underneath them. Spread your fingers. With your fingertips, press down and pull in. So as you do that, you're a little bit more active in your Sphinx, and you're giving your chest a chance to come forward, your spine to go a little bit more into its back bend. Breathe in here. Feel the front of the chest expand. Front of the shoulders spacious. One more in. Exhale, release all the way down. Pushing to the floor, come up into tabletop, and from there into downward dog. Stay, inhale long. Exhale completely. Breathing in, the right leg lifts to the sky. Pelvis square, right toes point down. Look forward, step your right foot between the hands. And if it doesn't get there on its own, use the hand, help it forward. Drop your back knee down, low lunge, inhaling. Interlace the fingers behind your back, exhaling. Move the hands away from the lower back, shoulder blades squeeze together, belly button hugs in, spine lengthens. Feel the space. On the next inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor, we step forwards and forward fold. Again, lifting high into your Ardha Uttanasana. Belly button in, sides of the waist long. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, standing tall, Tadasana. Breathing in the arms to the sky. Breathing out, fold forwards and down. Lift the chest and lengthen. Hands to the mat, step your left foot back, left knee down. Arms up, inhale. This time bend the elbows into cactus, exhale. Squeeze your glutes, especially left side now. Open up your chest, lift your gaze. As you exhale, come back into a neutral spine. Bring your forearms together, your palms face you. Inhale, cactus, open up the chest. Exhale, forearms together, palms face you. Last time, inhale, cactus. Exhale, forearms together, palms face you. Now keep your elbows high, don't let them go down. Belly button in and separate your hands. Separate your inner wrists. Hold it here, back of shoulders working. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands down, step it back, plank. Hold your plank, inhale. Lower down all the way to the mat, exhale. Shift the forearms forwards, Sphinx Pose. As you hold your Sphinx, press down through the fingertips, open up your chest and drop the shoulders. If you feel too boxed in and like you don't have space to get your chest forwards, it's probably because your elbows are too far back. So try shifting them a little bit further forwards and see if that makes a difference for you. So one last breath into your Sphinx. Exhale, release down, hands on their shoulders. Come up into tabletop and from there into downward dog. This time on your next inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Step the left foot forwards between the hands. Drop the back knee down, low lunge, inhale. Bend the elbows, cactus, exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up the chest, maybe look up. Exhale, forearms together, palms face you. Two more times, inhale. Exhale, palms face you, forearms together. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Keep your elbows high, separate your inner wrists. And if they don't come apart, or if you can't keep your elbows together, don't worry about it. Just stay in the starting position so your forearms are completely together. But those of you who can, then take the hands apart. Hold it there, just one last breath. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it forwards and fold. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Fold and release, exhale. Up to standing, inhale, reach up, look up. Mountain pose, exhale. Breathing in the arms to the sky. Breathing out, fold forwards and down. Pull the ribs forwards, inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat, high lunge. Step your right foot back, keep your back knee lifted. Squeeze right side glutes, inhale. From here, release the hands down, interlace them behind your back. Open up the chest, pull the shoulder blades together, expand the space at the front of your chest. Hold it, one last breath. Exhale, release. Arms up, inhale. This time, hands down for plank. Hold your plank, take a breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. And we'll add a little bit more work. Shift the forearms forwards, Sphinx. From your Sphinx pose, open up the chest, press down and pull back with your fingers. Now inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift your abdomen, lift your pelvis, lift the front of the thighs, tailbone tucked under, and then tuck the toes, lift the knees, forearm plank. Think of the top of your head reaching forwards, your tailbone and your heels reaching back. Drop your knees, slowly drop your thighs, your pelvis, your belly. Inhale, Sphinx pose. This time come all the way down, exhale. Bring your hands back behind you, palms face the floor. Take a breath in. And as you exhale for now, just lift your head and shoulders, your chest, press your hands down. As you continue to press your hands down, press the front of the feet and the pubic bone down. Hold it, one last breath. Exhale, release all the way down. Keep the head down, lift your feet and thighs. Press the hands into the floor, feel the power in your glutes, in your back muscles, and then slowly from here, release all the way down. Same thing, but now lifting upper body and lower body together. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift everything you can lift off the ground. Hug your belly button in towards the spine and feel the power from the back of your neck to the bottom of your feet, the entire back body strong, working together. Exhale, release hands under shoulders. Press up into tabletop and from there into downward dog. Long inhale for downward dog. A complete exhale. On your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forwards between the hands and drop your back knee down. Lift the upper body, low lunge. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Right hand tucks behind your back. Left hand presses onto the left knee, onto the right knee actually, and the right knee presses back into the hand. Find that lift of the spine, that rotation of the spine. Hold it here, breathe. One last inhalation. Exhale, release. Take your left hand to the mat. Press down with your left hand, lift your left knee, and now turn your chest to the right. So lift your right arm as well now from here. Hold it. Open up your chest, maybe leaning back with the head and shoulders slightly. And then look down, release the hands. Step forwards and forward fold. Lift the chest and lengthen. Exhale and fold, release. Inhale up to standing, reach up, look up. This time we'll go straight down, Uttanasana, folding forwards. Lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the mat, step your left foot back, high lunge. Breathe in, lift the upper body. Interlace the fingers behind your back as you breathe out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, expand your heart space. Top of the head lifts, gaze is straight ahead. Nice, as you release the hands, reach them up. Hands to the mat, step it back. Plank pose and hold. Hold it there at the top, inhale. Drop the knees or straight chaturanga, but all the way to the floor. Shift the forearms forwards for Sphinx Pose. Settle here. Feel the contact of the front of the thighs, the front of the feet, and the lower abdomen with the floor. And then open up your chest. Really think of sending your breastbone forwards. With your hands, press down and pull in. So that can help to open up a little bit more. Hold it, one more breath. And then let's add our forearm plank. Inhale to prepare. Come up really slowly. The slower the better. Lift the front of the abdomen. Lift the front of the pelvis. The front of the thighs. Your tailbone is tucked under. You're probably starting to shake a little bit, and that's okay. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Forearm plank. Nice and long line from the heels to the top of the head. Pressing strongly with the forearms into the ground. And then from here, drop your knees. Drop your thighs, your pelvis, your abdomen. Open up the chest. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, release to the floor. Bring your arms back behind you. And this time, interlace the fingers behind your back. Just like we did earlier, we're going to start first with the upper body only, then the lower body, and then combining the two. So press the feet down, pubic bone down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then lift your hands away from the lower back. Hold it, one breath. Exhale, release to the mat. Forehead stays down. Exhale, lift your feet and thighs. Glutes on, bottom of the feet on, toes reach back. And then from here, release all the way down. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift everything you can lift at the same time, including the belly button, including the hands that move away from the lower back. One more breath. Exhale, release. Hands on the shoulders. Press onto hands and knees and lift into downward dog. Stay a few breaths into downward dog. On your next inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Step the left foot forwards between the hands, drop the back knee down. Lift the upper body, inhale. Take a twist to the left, exhale. Left hand taps behind your back. Right hand presses into the right knee on the outside of the right knee, and the knee presses back into the hand. We lift and lengthen the sides of the body while we rotate through the spine. Now as we release this, we'll take the right hand on the floor, lift the right knee off the floor, and open up the chest. Top arm lifts. We lean back slightly. Full inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat, step forwards and forward fold. Lift your chest, pull it forwards. Exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale, up to standing, reach up, lift your gaze. Exhale, Tadasana. Stay for a breath in. A complete breath out. On your next inhale, the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Lift the chest, pull it forwards. Right foot steps back, high lunge. This time introducing a standing balance. Lift the arms up, and then again interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up your chest. Stage number one, we're going to shift forwards, so there is more weight into the left foot than there is in the right foot. But our right foot is still on the ground, and we are into a diagonal lunge. We are hugging in the belly button, and then option two is to actually lift the right foot and float all the way into warrior three, so that your head and right foot aim to be leveled and parallel to the ground, while your standing leg could have a little bit of a bend if you need it, or could be also fully straight. Take another breath here. Feel the power in your back muscles, in the back of the lifted leg, and then lightly step the right foot down, high lunge. Arms lift, inhale. Hands to the floor, step it back. Plank pose, exhale. Hold it, inhale. Lower it to the floor, however you like to lower. Shift your forearms forwards, Sphinx pose. Settle into your Sphinx. Press down with the hands, pull back with the hands. Send your breastbone forwards, your shoulders down. Take another breath. Exhale, release all the way down. This time from here, bend your right knee, reach around and catch your right foot. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, now start to press your right foot back and lift the front of your right thigh. Hold it, front of the pelvis still on the floor. And then gently release it down. Same work, second side. Bend your left knee, reach around for the foot, and then press the foot into the hand. See if you can lift the front of your left thigh off the mat, while still keeping the front of the pelvis on the floor. And then gently release all the way down. Good. So from here, bend both knees, reach around, catch both feet. Just the lower body for now. Press the feet back, lift the front of the thighs. And then from here, either stay or also now lift the head, gaze forwards into bow pose. So we have the hands on the outside of the feet for now. Later on, we might want to try a different grip of the feet, but for now, bow pose here. Make sure your glutes are strong and active. One last breath. Exhale, release all the way down. Make a pillow with your hands, rest one cheek. Rock the hips side to side. And then from here, forehead on the mat. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, press onto your hands and knees, and lift into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Step the right foot forwards between the hands, drop the back knee down. Lift into a low lunge, exhale into your twist. And then either stay here, like we did earlier, pressing the knee into the hand into the knee. Or if you'd like to take it into a back bend from here, take your right hand back to the back heel, your left arm up and open up the heart space up toward the ceiling. Wherever you are, you should still be able to breathe easily. Notice the sensations in your body, and if something doesn't feel right, trust that and come out of the pose if you need to. We'll all release in a moment, bringing in the left hand on the mat, the right arm to the sky, right back knee lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale, release both hands to the mat, step forwards and forward fold. Lift and lengthen Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold Uttanasana. Inhale up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale straight down for the second side, Uttanasana. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Hands to the mat, step your left foot back, high lunge. Lift the upper body, inhale. Interlace the fingers behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up your chest. Now remember, your option one is diagonal lunge, and this is where we all start. And then maybe from there you lift your back foot into warrior three. Steady gaze, steady breathing. Lightly from here, step your back foot down, reach the arms up, inhale. Hands to the floor, step it back, plank pose. This is your last vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, get to the floor with control, coming down slowly. Shift your forearms forward, Sphinx Pose, hold. Steady breathing. Slow it down. Now as we work into bow pose, you can choose to stay with the first variation we did, which was doing one side at a time with the forehead on the ground, or you can choose to go forehead on the ground but catching both feet at the same time, or also lifting the forehead and the chest into full bow pose. So you choose what works best. Those of you who want to explore a little bit more space in the pose and a little bit more opening in the front of the chest and shoulders, rather than catching the outsides of the feet, we're going to catch the insides of the feet and see how it goes. So take a breath here. Exhale, release down. If you're working with one foot at a time, go ahead, do your own thing. Spend a couple of breaths on each side. If you're working with both feet together, bend both knees, and then maybe see if rather than reaching the outside edges of the feet, so the pinky toe sides of the feet, see if you can walk the hands all the way to the big toes and then to the inner edges of your feet, inner arches of your feet even. And then from there, see how that feels in your shoulders. If you think that it's doable, press the feet back into your hands, lift the front of the thighs, and then lift your head and chest. So more opening now into the front of the shoulders, but you really stay tuned to the sensations in your body, and you know when something is too much or if it doesn't agree with you, and you come down as soon as you need to. If you stay a couple of more breaths, make sure your glutes are still active, your chest is spacious, and you're easily breathing. And then as we release, make a pillow with your hands, rest one cheek, rock the hips side to side, and release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press up onto your hands and knees, and from there into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg to the sky, and exhale, step the left foot forwards, your right knee down. Last part of our flow. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. You know you can stay here holding your twist, or now bring your left hand to your right heel, your right arm up and back into a back bend. The glutes are squeezing, especially right side glutes. Belly is active. That's all supporting you in the position. And then gently from here, come out. Right hand on the floor and left arm to the sky. Back knee lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale, release both hands down, and this time step back, downward facing dog. Full inhale into down dog, lengthen the spine. Complete exhale into down dog. Drop both knees to the mat and sit back into child's pose. Take a couple of breaths into child's pose. And then gently start to lift head and chest up. Shift the legs forwards. And take a seat with the soles of the feet together. Allow space between the heels and the pelvis. Wrap the hands around your feet. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, fold forwards, relax the head down. Now, if you still have the cushion around you, you might want to use it to prop your head up. So maybe you fold it, and maybe that way you can more comfortably bring your head down to something. Or if you have a block, that's also something that can work for this. Now, if your head is nowhere near touching the cushion or the block or the feet, don't worry about it. Just let your back round and let go of trying to get any deeper, trying to do anything in the pose. Just surrender, let your back round, let your arms relax. We'll spend the last 3 or 4 breaths here. See if you can surrender even more, letting go of any need to trying to bring the body into a different shape, just being okay with where the body is right now. Okay, and then gently lift yourself back up. Now we'll do a supported back bend before closing our practice. So shift forwards on your mat. If you have a cushion, you can use a cushion. If you have a block, you can use a block. So we'll bring the feet onto the ground, knees bent. So if you have a block, you can choose whatever level of the block works best for you. So maybe the medium level or maybe the highest level. There's quite a lot of difference between them, so you need to judge for yourself. Now, if you don't have a block, you can do the same thing by lifting your pelvis with a cushion or a stack of cushions. So I'm going to show you with the block, and then I'm going to show you with the cushion, just so that you know. So push down with the feet, lift, and maybe I choose that actually this level of the block feels like it's plenty for today. Or maybe if my spine is more flexible and I feel like I can go up here, maybe I choose to go on the highest setting, and maybe that's where my body is happy. Or if I don't have a block, but I do have a cushion or a couple of cushions, I fold it, and I take it behind me again to support my pelvis. And especially if you have the cushion, another way of doing the pose, especially if the cushion is not very high, is to now let your legs extend and your feet drop out to the sides. So if you have a block, probably you stay with the knees bent. But if you have a cushion, and especially if the cushion is not particularly thick, then maybe straightening the legs to the front of your mat feels best. We'll be here for about 10 breaths from now, so feel free to close the eyes once you've made sure that your body is comfortable and it can stay in the position for the next 30 to 40 seconds. So from where you are, if the soles of the feet are not on the ground, bring them back on the ground, and then shift the support underneath you, set it away, set it to the side, bring your spine down to the ground. And then from here, hug your knees in, gently rock side to side, massage your back. And we'll release all of this work with a twist before our relaxation. Arms out on the level of the shoulders. Let's drop both knees to the right, keeping the knees close to the chest. And we can turn the head to the left. Gently bring your knees back to center and over to the left. All the way back to center. And release the whole body down on the ground. Arms relaxed alongside the body. Palms face the sky. Eyes closed. Take a conscious breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Conscious breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Close the mouth. Let the body be still, the breath be easy and flow in and out of the nostrils. With a longer breath in, begin to gently awaken the body. Complete breath out, let it go completely. Hug your knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. And then roll over to one side. Using the hands to help, lift yourself up into a seated position. And as you settle into your seat, lift with the spine tall. Join the hands together at the center of your chest. Thumbs pressing against the breastbone. You might be able to feel the heart beating in your chest. Observe it. And we'll close this practice in gratitude for all our bodies do for us to keep us alive. The next inhale, the prayer up to the sky. Down to the earth on the exhale. Namaste. So thank you so much for being here this Sunday again with me. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and as usual, remember that I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like, a thumbs up to this video, if you could subscribe to the channel, and then maybe tell your friends and share this class with anyone who could benefit from it. The class will be available again after the live quite shortly, hopefully in the next couple of hours, and you'll be able to go back to it, re-practice this flow if you like, and pass it on to your friends. So also remember that you can leave a donation. There is a link for the donation that is going to come up on the screen now, and there is also a link in the video description. So any questions, any comments, feel free to chat to me and I'll have a look and respond to you. But other than that, I think I've said everything. So yes, one more thing, if you'd like to join me during the week on Zoom, remember that you can find all the information on my website, which is coming up now here. It's www.yogawithgandha.com, and under online classes, you can find all the information about the weekly classes on Zoom. And otherwise, hope to see you again next Sunday. Take care, be well, namaste.